It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and today we woke up really early because although we're not doing a hot air balloon ride in Cappadocia, we can watch everyone get set up and then find a really nice lookout point to see where all of the hot air balloons are going. So that's what we're doing right now.
If you do want to do a hot air balloon, it's around, the cheapest that you can find it is for about $170, so in not the peak season, and then upwards of $200 depending on what company you go with.
Alright, we just watched all of the takeoffs and it was incredible. Now we're gonna find a spot so that we can just chill and watch them because it's gonna be so beautiful. Just watching them from takeoff, it was incredible.
So we just spent the past hour and a half chasing hot air balloons, and it was awesome. We were surrounded by them everywhere in this valley. They were left to the right, and now they're just landing, and it was one of the most beautiful things I've seen in my whole life.
And I think that everything that you see online and on like YouTube and on Instagram and all these places is like you have to go to this cafe and you have to eat a nice breakfast while you're watching the balloons, and you don't have to do that at all. You can just follow them along with your car, you can get a taxi, you can just walk somewhere and you'll be able to find a beautiful lookout point. You don't need to do anything fancy and you can just enjoy it and sit down and have fun. Watch it from literally anywhere.
I thought what was the coolest is watching them set up. So you can go to where they're setting up, and then you could ask the people where they're going to watch it. So a bunch of people were like, we're going to go to Sunset Valley or Sunset Point or something like that. Mm-hmm. So we drove over to Sunset Point, and it was the best view, and there's nobody else here. There was nobody else the whole entire time, and we were able to see the hot air balloons and have it all to ourselves.
Look, they're still there.
They're still there. A lot of them are landing, but some of them are still up. But like maybe even 20 minutes ago, we were surrounded by at least 100 balloons everywhere we looked.
We saw the hot air balloons.
Ruthie's about to go off-roading. We just rented a couple bikes. We're about to hit up Rose Valley and bike around for 4 hours. Just biking in the city with Ruthie. Whoop, whoop. Our bikes. Ruthie Rose Valley.
See why they call it Rose Valley, because everything is like a pinkish rose color.
There's a lot of scrambles and bumps in the road, so if you're not super comfortable on a bike, definitely,
like me.
yeah, definitely consider doing like an ATV or a scooter. Might be a little bit better for this, or just hiking in here. There's some parts that you really like have to get off your bike and walk it through, like the caves. It's not as easy as it looks, and if you're just staying on flat ground and going like just around the town and maybe like in Rose Valley in this part, super worth it. Definitely do it. Otherwise, consider renting an ATV, because we see them all over here and it looks like they're a lot of fun. Just stop by these caves. So you see the colors here, right there. It's still luminant. It's beautiful. And this is where they used to worship back in the day during Ottoman times. I'm going through here.
Careful. So we finished the bike ride. We both did great. I learned a lot, and Hammer was the most supportive fiance in the whole world. And then we picked up some donors. We're gonna eat those very soon. And we came to a place called Panoramic Viewpoint, and it's 4 lira. I don't know if it's per person or per car. They only charge us 4 lira. And so we drove up here. It's gorgeous. Check it out.
So we're gonna catch the sunset over here.
Up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. So now I'm gonna show you our room. This is our closet. Look. Oh, here. It has this little hook. And then you open it. Oh, and that's our backpack.
Little closet guy.
And they have hangers.
We have another one over here.
There's another one over there.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yay! They have a window. And here's our bed. And they have these cool cutouts in the wall where they put jugs.
Which is definitely what we're gonna do when we open up our bed and breakfast.
Yeah, this is awesome. And I don't know what that is, but this is like a little fireplace thing. It looks so cool. And it's one of these cutout things. Okay, this is awesome because this is a desk. Oh my god, swing the chair out.
Whoop. Oh, now I'm sitting down. What's up, guys? I'm sitting down at my desk.
Okay, and they have a chair here with a pony pillow.
Horses are really popular here in Cappadocia.
Yeah, Cappadocia means something about the land of the horses. And they have a painting on the wall. Artwork.
Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. This. Because Cappadocia prides itself on being the first place to discover wine. So this is like a garage or whatever. They put the wine in here, and then they pour it like that to serve to people.
We learned this yesterday, because Hammer's a curious fellow.
Curious fellow.
Okay, and in here we have the bathroom. It's great because this doorway is my height. So this doorway is 5'2", so I don't have to bend down at all to go inside, but Hammer does.
Wait, hold on, don't come in here.
So to come to Love Valley, we didn't really look up where the trails start. We just looked up where to park, and this is where it was, and we're just going to follow this road along. And what we decided to do is we would just be able to look into the valley and figure out where the trails were. So if you look all the way down here, you can see a bunch of trails inside, and it looks like one of them goes up to the top. So we're just going to find where that entrance is, somewhere right over there. And we'll show you guys when we get there. But it's beautiful even from up here. The thing is, if you ever come to Love Valley, like go, like walk, like we're maybe, I feel like we're like 10 meters from where everybody else is, and nobody comes along this way, and the view is even better here than it is over there. So just walk a little bit more and you'll see something even more beautiful.
So there's a couple ways that you could do Love Valley, right? There are 2 trailheads, and I recommend you definitely take the trailhead and don't try to find your own trail because the trails are very, very, very steep otherwise. So you can park either on the north or south end, and then you could start your trail from the south side or the north side going back to your car, or the other way from your car. So we parked on the north end, we're walking to the south end, entering from there and walking through the south side all the way back up to the north side, which is where our car is.
Look at my baby. Here is the trail entrance.
These are the trails we have to go through.
Yeah, these are the trails that we're going through. I think there's like probably a million different trails you can walk through here, but we met 2 friends and we're walking with them. I just smashed the camera because I fell. This hike is really hard. It's so slippery. Wear your hiking boots when you come here.
But it is so beautiful.
Oh, it's actually not that bad.
It looks like a really cool trail. Today we're hiking yet another valley here in Cappadocia, and this one's called Pigeon Valley. 2 main different ways to hike this. You can either go from Gureme to Uçhisar or from Uçhisar to Gureme. And from Uçhisar there's also 2 trailheads, so you can either do the long trail, which is 6 kilometers, or the short trail, which is about 3 kilometers. We're probably going to do the short trail and then do some more hiking later in the afternoon. Over there, you can see how the pillars are being formed even now. On our hike today with the owner of Lamihan, and she's picking us these. What are they called?
It's dut.
Dut.
It was just a little light snack on the way. Some of them taste sweeter than others.
That's so cool. Me!
Oh my god.
Turkish culture, that's how kids play. And we're all still children, so.
Have one of these. They're so good. Okay. Yeah. A lot more. Oh yes.
So far today we've hiked maybe like a kilometer of Pigeon
2
Valley.
kilometers.
2 kilometers of Pigeon Valley. We stopped at a tea shop, we ate fruit along the way. Now we're continuing on for the day. How is it?
My favorite snack, some apricots. You want one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
What?
there's.
Did you not say first open? Be careful.
What happened?
Open it first, because there was a lot of bugs inside.
Okay,
Boom.
this is protein.
Today we had apricots, we had grapes, we had berries, we had all kinds of stuff. Oh, here's another one. Whee! Our next hike is here in Imaginary Valley, which I think the Turkish name is Devrent Vadisi, and this is
Which
supposed
sounds way better in Turkish
sounds
than Imaginary Valley.
yeah, it sounds really cool. The rocks already look a little bit more orangey red, and they're like these big pillars that have like little boulders on top of them. So it'll be cool to explore this, and just like every other valley, each one looks completely different.
So when we walked in here, there was a lot of people in the front of the valley just taking pictures at like the viewpoint of the valley. But what Ruthie and I like to do is just walk around through the valley, see as much of it as we can, and then find that most iconic place. And it's always never that point in the beginning. There's so much more to these valleys. There's so much more to everything that you can see. Just hike inside. It's worth it. You got 2 legs, the best motors in the whole world, yourself. Go inside, hike further, you'll find more meaning, you'll find more happiness, and you'll find better photos. Made it. Definitely not an easy hike. What?
So adventurous.
I don't think any of the hikes here are like super easy, to be honest.
No.
She navigates her way through the wild. Through the snakes. She kills snakes and spiders.
I never killed a snake.
I'm just a tree alone in the wilderness. I'm just a tree and I'm super green here. I don't know why. If we haven't told you guys already, this valley is incredible. I think for me, it ties. It's top two. It's really, really hard to choose between Rose Valley and here. It's just completely different, but they're both incredible.
I think this one's my favorite, and the reason is because on one side you have these really cool things that you can really climb up onto, like everything. You have ultimate freedom with it.
But be careful.
But be careful. And then on the opposite side you can see like really, it's very green and it's not lush, but it's just like it's a completely different landscape just on the other side of the road.
It's like
which
desert
is really
lush.
cool.
Is that a word, desert lush?
Desert lush.
Desert lush.
Desert lush.